Be only as alpha as necessary. Okay? In part one of the series, we covered why being alpha is overrated. It's important, but it's not as important as the majority of the red pill and manosphere guys tell you it is. Okay? Being able to project confidence and dominance and assert your authority is important, no question. But swinging your dick around like you're fucking John Holmes is almost never the smart move. Okay? And I'll tell you why. That type of move only works when you're coming from an exceptionally strong position. Okay, if you're the boss of the company and all those guys rely on you for their money, they're gonna accept you acting like a complete fucking dickhead. But even then, it's still the wrong move. Okay, it's still the wrong move. The right move is to be only as alpha as necessary. Okay, that means act only as alpha enough to get the respect you deserve and no more. Any more than that, you create unnecessary enemies. Okay? I present myself as an alpha on this blog so that you see me as an authority on solving my problems and because it's part of my personality, but no more than necessary. Okay? Because I know that if I act like a fucking arrogant, try-hard dickhead, it's going to put off a lot of otherwise interested readers. And no one wants to read some guy's vanity project. No one wants to listen to some guy just fucking bragging about himself. All right? Because that doesn't do anything to help you in your life. And it just makes you think, well, this guy's a fucking dickhead. I really don't want to continue to engage with him. I don't want to build a relationship with a guy who's a fucking asshole. Okay? Instead, most people want to build a relationship with a guy who is committed to helping them aspire to higher. A guy who fucking, you can tell that he cares about them. And I hope that you guys can fucking tell that I care about you, because I see when I do a video or an article, I think about every time how I would write to myself, a younger version of myself, how I was in that position. And I try and think of each and every one of you guys as myself, because I know 99% of the time I know where you're coming from, because I've experienced at 34, I've experienced all the shit that you're probably going through. And I try and think of you as myself and how I would have wanted to be talked to and how I would have wanted to be treated. And I wouldn't want some guy just fucking being a complete dickhead and bragging about all this shit. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is that, like, having position, okay, just because you have position doesn't give you carte blanche to act like an asshole under the pretense of being alpha. Okay? Or tough love that I see a lot. I see a lot of this tough love, and it's like that's not the right move. Okay, this asshole or this dark triad game that some guys talk about is almost always the wrong move. Okay, the type of woman who responds well to abuse has low self-esteem, and that's not the type of girl you want in your life. The type of guy that lets you walk all over them is not the kind of winner you want in your inner circle. All right, and I don't want the type of reader who responds to being, abused. I want guys who are fucking with high self-esteem, who are winners, and guys with high self-esteem and are winners want to be treated with fucking respect. Okay, and that's very important. So you can be an alpha, and guys will respect you for it, but no more alpha than necessary, and that includes all areas of my life. Okay, I walk with confidence. I project confidence everywhere I go. But when I get to the checkout at the grocery store or I'm buying my coffee, I'm very respectful to that person. I'm very respectful to the waitress. I'm very respectful to, the security guard in my building, because that's the kind of person that I want to be. And I don't need to assert all kinds of fucking dominance over these people, because my position in life is already higher than them, because they're in a service industry making minimum wage, and people talk to them like they're shit all day, right? Just by looking at me, by seeing the confidence I project, the way I dress, and the position that I already have because they're in the customer service role, I don't need to assert fucking dominance on some poor person who already has a hard time in life. I want to uplift that person and make them feel good and, not, play dominance games with a minimum wage employee who has to sit there and take it. That's not the kind of guy that I want to be. Instead, I want to be alpha. I want to be strong and project confidence, but also project kindness. All right. So that's what I mean by only being as alpha as necessary. In the real world, as opposed to what some guys would tell you on the internet, no one wants to be around a fucking asshole. Okay? Your clients don't want to buy from an asshole, your friends don't want to go for beers with an asshole, and your girlfriend doesn't want to go to the movies with an asshole. So don't be a fucking asshole. Be only as alpha as necessary and no more. Anything more than that, you start to make enemies and you start to get blowback that you don't fucking need. So, conclusion. In summary, to keep your position, you need to master both the hard skills and the soft skills. Right now, you might need to work on amplifying your alpha characteristics, or you might need to tone them down and work on amplifying, building rapport, and being able to speak from the heart and treat people well. Whatever the move is, you need to figure it out, and that's what the game is really fucking about, okay? It's about the right move at the right time. And game isn't something you turn on and off when you go out to pick up women. Game is not something where you put on your PUA clothes and I'm gonna go game some girls. No. Game is fucking life, and women are just a small part of your overall life game and your overall being a player in the game of life, all right? And the game doesn't stop, not for a second, not for a second. Just because you've earned position doesn't mean that you can start to slack off. You need to keep doing the things that got you position, and you need to start to learn the hard skills and the soft skills that are going to help you maintain your hard-earned position. And you need to be willing to put those into practice every single day because the game does not stop. It's very, very important that you understand that.